Tobacco. All of the records are still out. We have that first 7-inch, which has become to be known as In a Car, although it was untitled. Then there's the first record, which is called Meat Puppets, and then there's Meat Puppets 2, and then and that first one came out in the 7-inch was 81, Meat Puppets 2 is 82, 84 saw the release of, 4 saw the release of Meat Puppets 2, Meat Puppets 1 was 83. Wow, man. Up on the Sun was 85. Out My Way and EP was 86. Mirage and Huevos were both 87. Monsters was 89. And all of those, from Meat Puppets 1 to Monsters in 89, from 82 to 89, were put out on SST, California-based independent record label, featuring a bunch of other cool bands through the years. And those are all still available. And they also reissued that or re-released the 7-inch, so that's available as well. All that stuff is at, finer retail outlets everywhere. Then in 92, we put out Forbidden Places. And then 94, Too High to Die, our latest release. It really has, in some ways.
Something that you really wanted to do to begin with, couldn't do? Or?
No, not really. I mean, in some ways, more on a business level, we're getting back to things or that way you always strive to be able to, do your best work as you see it, I would imagine, is what, the way we are. We just have our own little version of what's best and kind of always work towards that. And, we're basically still in the same position, and still kind of pushing the same little best envelope, which is a really loose sort of confine or whatever, best or a goal or whatever. I mean, we're not like, okay, what is best? Is it specifically we will all, grow 9 inches taller during the course of the band's mighty and bold tenure on this divine planet. Or whatever, we just kind of blasted through the crap. We just have this best being like, well, tonight I will not get arrested. Not really. I mean, I'm not the kind of guy to really give advice. I mean, if people don't have the ability to stay together, then they don't, and they shouldn't, I mean, if they got to work at something, I would imagine it's probably not going to work for them. I know what's worked for us is, you just go, okay, and let things happen, and you also accept the ability to lose and not get your way and win, and everybody doesn't get to be, Mr. Rockstar and have gold bullion poured up his butt nightly or whatever, you get when all of your dreams come true, always, and everybody does exactly what you want, always, so I think a lot of bands just come apart because they don't have the ability to give. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what's made ours work, because it's somebody will just go, okay, and that's ages ago. Yeah, now it's ages ago. We were on the pilot episode is what we were on, which is the very first one that they they do a little mini movie or whatever. It's like a hour and a half long version. And that came about just because the director was Tim Hunter, who did River's Edge, which I think is a Northwest-based sort of a thing, and he wanted to use the band and got in touch with us, and we found out there was an Aaron Spelling thing, and it's it's for TV, and it's like, why not? They pay you go over and fart around doing this TV thing. And at the time it was called, when it was proposed to us, it was called Class of Beverly Hills High. And for this section, actually, dude, okay. Yes. So we just went over and did it, and it was outre, man. And it was just fun. It was no big deal, I mean, at the time it was like, wow, Aaron Spelling, Charlie's Angels, and got to meet Aaron and whatnot, and got to see the Hollywood thing, which is all these kids, who are now big stars, and at the time they were just these schlebs, some of whom remember that one Kraft, the mayonnaise commercial? That was the little boy. And now, then, a few million promotional dollars later, they, can fill a mall up with screaming teenagers.